Okay, so it's been a long couple of weeks, hasn't it? Admittedly, I hurt myself, and it was a groin injury, which first started off as a back injury. So I was... Am I alive? I'm alive. I'm doing well. Basically what had happened, I was doing some exercises where like you have to put your legs together, crouch, and then jump on a plank. The plank is like 1 foot off the ground, and then you jump backwards. Then you move up to the 2 feet. You jump together. Cool, you land it. You jump backwards. You're good. And then we move on to the 3 feet. So far, things are good. The thing is, you have to jump both feet at the same time. You can't use 1 foot and then the other foot to help lift yourself up. So I made the 3 feet, and when I jumped backwards and I landed on both feet, I felt a shock going up my legs. And then that shock, basically, both my legs gave out, and like I couldn't move for like 2 minutes. And long story short, I injured a certain joint in like connecting my back to my groin. Couldn't walk for a little while, so obviously I couldn't sit, so I couldn't record. And I use professional level microphones, and so it's not like I can just drag them into bed. Long story short, guys, I'm fine. I'm back. The live streams are going to resume every Wednesday, and it's good to see everybody here. And yeah, it's interesting because it gives me some time away. Usually I only like to take time away from making videos and coaching for vacations and stuff, right? If I'm sick, if I have a cold, sure, I won't sound the same, but I'll still make the videos, right? You guys don't care what I sound like as long as the information's good. So I'm doing better, thanks to those who are asking. The live streams every Wednesday. The times will change between 12 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. That way I can hit people in different time zones. They get a chance to listen in just like you guys do. So, thank you for your well wishes. I really appreciate it. And some time away, honestly, it gives me some time to think about where I want the channel to go. Now, let's be real. You guys came here at first because you wanted to figure out how to get your exes back, right? And I'm with you. I'm there. And I remember what it was like. But as you grow, as you become better, right? Hi, Zara. Oh, long time no see. As you guys become better and stronger, you will inevitably become... I guess the best way to put it is you will become more independent. You will begin to back away from the idea that you need your ex to be happy. And so you'll think, hey, wouldn't it be nice to go date again, right? Wouldn't it be nice to see what else is out there and be appreciated by somebody else and have sex with somebody else? It all depends on where you're at. For some of you, you're not there yet. You want your ex back and that's it. So I think that it's important that as you evolve and change, the channel evolves and changes too. Now, we're still going to talk about getting your ex back, right? But we're also going to talk about dating. We're also going to talk about having better, more intimate relationships where you feel free to open up because you know the other person is reciprocating. It's truly 50-50. And I like to think that we're all capable of having good relationships. And the core... I guess, yeah, that's the best way to put it. The core of having a good relationship with anyone else really is being happy by yourself, having a good relationship with yourself, because then you hold all the cards, right? You hold all the cards, all the chips. So that's really what this channel was always supposed to be about. Yes, getting your ex back. Yes, if you follow this advice, you will have a better chance of reconciliation. It's true. But you'll also have a better chance of getting yourself back, which is all you ever needed to have a good relationship. All right, so let's get to some questions, and I guess I'll start with this one. What does it mean my ex is posting pics of cute guys on his profile? I'm on 3 weeks of no contact. Probably nothing. Your ex is posting pictures of cute guys on his profile. It just means he's looking, he's probably emotionally regressing, he's enjoying his freedom. I wouldn't think too much of it right now because that's a temporary state. If in 3 more weeks your ex stops doing that, you'll just think, oh, okay, it was just for that amount of time. I wouldn't give it too much thought. It's probably where your ex is right now. You guys have only been out of contact for not even a month. Give that emotional regression some time. I will be doing a video on emotional regression. I will be doing a video on attachment style. It's not necessarily my area of expertise. I'm more specifically related to behaviors of right now, not behaviors of, you know, when you were 2. But we'll talk about that anyway, because that's a video that is constantly requested. So next, let's see. Joe, what's going on, my friend? Hi, Rory. X and I went out a few times. We would hug at the end of our meetups. And one time, we even made out. I flirted with her over text and said, don't make it hard for her. What does that mean? I think she's probably just being flirty. Like, don't make it hard for me. You know, I'm not with you, but you're flirting, and it's kind of pulling me back in. Don't even worry about what it means. Keep it fun. Keep it light. Read her body language. Don't push too hard. Just have a good time. So many relationship mistakes come from wanting the relationship to be more serious, right? To be bigger and more committed, I suppose the word would be. When really all we need to do in order to have good relationships is make sure that the relationships are good. Everybody's like slapping their forehead. Oh, duh, I never thought about that. But what are we really talking about here? We're talking about having a relationship be fun. Having a relationship be easygoing. The relationship should be a place that your partner comes to and feels relaxed and charmed and like, I can breathe out the day. I don't have to worry, right? I worry about everything else. I worry about my job. I worry about my kids. I worry about my car, bills I need to pay. I don't want to come to the relationship and worry too. This is my safe haven. And then I think that is all we ever need to do. Elaine, thank you for the €2. Appreciate it. Rory, Coach Lee said that during no contact, we should block our ex to view our stories on Instagram, so it creates an eagerness. Blocking your ex, okay. Blocking your ex. Think of it this way. I break up with you, right? Because I think, as a dumper, we really can't be together anymore. You're just not making me happy. You're begging, pleading, being needy. It's just confirming every bias I had. I can't be with this person. It's not making me happy. And then a little time goes on. I start to miss you a little bit, right? I'm like, oh man, this really sucks. I didn't want to have to break up with this person, but they kind of left me no choice. And then I go to your Instagram or your Facebook or Twitter or whatever it might be, and I see that you've blocked me. What's the very first thing I'm going to think? I'm going to think, oh, wow, okay. I guess there are hard feelings, right? I got blocked. I guess there are hard feelings. I'm not going to think, oh man, they blocked me. Now I got to see what's going on behind this block. It's easy to get around, right? You can make another account. There's 100 other ways out of it. If you block somebody, it always reads as negative, right? But if you just take some time away from social media, let things even out, not post anything, that is what creates a little healthy anxiety, right? Why aren't they posting? Did they secretly restrict what I'm able to see on their profile? What's going on? What are they doing? Why don't I have any information about them? Blocking is just like, screw you, I'm blocking you, you don't get any more chances. Now, am I of the belief that you should never block an ex? No, that's not what I said. Especially if your ex is abusive, right? Emotionally, physically, there are many cases where you should block somebody and when you should not go back to them. But there are a bunch of situations where you should not. I don't believe you should ignore somebody. I don't believe you should block somebody or unfriend somebody, except for the situations that I outlined, like abuse, right? Like cheating, those sorts of things. And it can be so hard because there's so many variables and everybody just wants to know, what can I do, right? How do I know what the right move is? But we have to get clear on this. Any coach who tells you, I know exactly what's going to happen next, is full of shit. We don't. There are best practices, right? There are frequently this happens, but that's different than I know exactly how this is going to play out. Which is why I created my channel, because all the other coaches, barring, the dating guy and Craig Kenneth, and rarely Coach Lee will give some good advice that is focus on yourself. The reason I say focus on you, take care of you, is because you know what will happen if you focus on you. I do not know what's going to happen if I block my ex. I don't know how they'll act. Maybe they'll come, come back running and crying and I want you back. Maybe they will never talk to you again. We don't know. We can't know. Guys, if I knew what was going to happen tomorrow, if I could mind read or future tell, I'd buy everybody a car, right? I'd just go to the lottery. I'd win the lottery. I'd buy each of you, a nice new car. 10 houses. Everybody gets 10 houses. Congratulations. I'm like Oprah. So it sucks, but we want to go for the guaranteed fix. And the guaranteed fix is fixing your life, because that makes you more attractive. The more attractive you are, the more people want to be with you. People, including your ex. Okay, let's get to some more questions here. Sorry, I have a lot of this pent up. It's been a while since we spoke. Already 170 people here. What's going on, everybody? If this is your first time, welcome. I'll say this now to those of you listening. We are working off of a slight delay, so when I speak, you guys will hear it probably about 5-6 seconds after I actually say it. If you have a question that you want me to answer and I don't get to it, do me a favor. Every 30 seconds or so, just copy and paste it back into this thing. I'll knock out as many as I can. We'll be live for 1 hour. So let's get to some questions. Okay, modified by Nick. Ex talking trash on me to her new boyfriend. And he's also talking trash about me. Your thoughts? When an ex is talking crap about you, basically, it means that they're still emotionally invested in you. They're angry. They're hurt, which is kind of a good sign, because that means there's still emotions. If I'm completely over an ex, I don't really care about what they say, right? And okay, whatever, I'm done. That chapter of my life is closed. Your ex talking crap about you means your ex still cares about you. Your ex's new partner talking crap about you means that your ex's new partner feels threatened by you, right? And feels the need to put you down, right? Because you're the competition. You're the thing that your ex's partner wants to keep your ex away from. Rory, please share examples of abuse. Sure. Well, there's physical abuse, right? When somebody lays their hands on you in any way, shape, or form that is not loving. There is emotional abuse, aka emotional cheating, or purposely putting you down to make themselves feel better. Or there could be... God, it's such a broad question. There could be... What's the best way? Emotional abuse can come in a lot of different forms, right? Because it can include emotional cheating. Like, I am focusing on someone else, but I'm with you physically. So that's kind of different too. Zara, thank you for the €2. Tips on reconciliation. Wish me luck for today. Oh, Zara, are you meeting up with an ex today? All right. Congratulations. See that, chat? I say this all the time. Don't take it from me. Don't take it from these fake testimonials of people who have got back together, right? Oh, they followed my ex back program and they got their ex back. No, take it from the actual live people chatting right here. So Zara is meeting with her ex today. And it sounds as if a reconciliation's right around the corner. So here's what I say to you, Zara. Do not compromise the structure that you've set up around your life that has caused you to be the person that you are today. All right, Zara's been with my channel for a long time. She's on the Discord. She's great. You guys should be on the Discord too. And all of you have been working on yourselves. All of you have been taking care of yourselves. And it got you to the point where you're feeling better. And if your ex doesn't come back, you'll be sad, but you'll get over it one day, right? You know that you'll be okay. So if Zara is focusing on her ex, right? And, or rather herself, pardon me. If Zara's focusing on herself and her ex comes back 7 months later and he seems interested, as she said, all you need to do is do not, rather, forget the lessons that you've learned since the breakup. Focus on you. Keep the structure that made you successful, right? Going to the gym, talking to a counselor, studying a new subject, something that you want to learn. For some people, it's guitar. Maybe it's learning a new language, whatever that might be. Be willing to say no when a situation doesn't work for you. But above all, keep it fun, keep it easygoing, and smile, laugh. Positive feelings, positive emotions. That's what we want. And if the situation doesn't work for you, walk away. That's it. That's all you ever needed to do. All right. To some more questions here. And Zara, message me on Discord. Let me know how that goes. I want to hear what happens. So Nona says, Rory, when does the pain stop? It's been 3 weeks, no contact. We were together for 9 months. When does the pain stop? That's a good question. There's no good answer for that because it's so dependent on who you are as a person, how long you've been together for, what sort of relationship you had. Was it just dating? Were you engaged? I mean, there's so many variables. There's no good way to answer that question. What I would say is that if it's only been 3 weeks and you guys were together for 9 months, it's probably a little early in the game. The best thing that you can do is... King, I will be making a video about the first breakup. That's on the list. That's actually coming up next week. What I would say is that there is no timeline to getting over pain, but there are some best practices that you can do to help yourself get over pain. A big one is doing exercise. I cannot stress how important exercise is in getting over an ex. It helps balance out the emotions that you're feeling. It helps lessen the cortisol and up the adrenaline and the serotonin, and you just feel good after you exercise. Healthy eating, what you put in your body does affect your mind. We all know that. So just turn to the best practices. Be healthy and do things that you know logically are healthy for you, even when you don't feel like it. Because guess what? It helps you get over it much quicker. It helps you step back from that anxiety much, much, much quicker. And the less anxiety you have, the more attractive you can be. You can also hurt your body with exercises. You are not wrong, but I am not getting any younger. All right, let's get some more questions here. Let's see. Walter. Ex removed me from all social media. Just me, not my mom, brother, etc. Found out Monday she's home from France without a boyfriend. Relationship status says still in one. I wouldn't worry about it. She probably removed you from social media because she doesn't want you to have any updates. Again, if she only removed you and none of your other family members, it was more to do with she's angry. She's mad, right? She's still in that phase. Let her break out of it. If she removed everybody, that means she doesn't want people to have any more information about your situation. If she only removed you, knowing full well you could get information from your mother, your brother, whatever, then it's a personal slight, so to speak. So don't give it too much thought. Just let her work out that phase. If she was supposed to go to France and stay in France, and now she's home from France, then you're good. Things are fine. Okay, Shannon Callahan. I'm moving 4 hours away. Ex just broke up with me. Still a chance for reconciliation despite this new move? Yes. Ex broke up due to a mixture of the grass is greener syndrome and impending, I suppose. Graduation and move. Yeah, there's still a chance. Absolutely. What does distance ever mean? I mean, there's long distance relationships, right? I understand that there's probably a sense of doom that you give yourself, wanting to say, well, we don't live together anymore, so, you know, we may as well just break up forever. There goes my chance. It's not really true. It's more something we create. Will you do videos on fitness and have a separate channel? You know, I've been thinking about doing something like that. It wouldn't be fitness from me, but I do have friends who are personal trainers, and I thought about creating just a general wellness channel, right? I don't know. There's so many ideas I have in my head about what I want to do. The love chat will keep growing. It will branch far more into dating. But I you know, there was that ASMR channel that I need to pick back up. I'm trying to finish the book for you guys and have it done, you know, before July. Or at least the first week of July. I'm trying to get that rushed out. There's a lot more into writing a book than I realized. I was very ambitious. There's a lot. So, you know, when this goes up as a video, when the live stream drops, tell me what you guys want to see. Do you want more ASMR videos? Do you want more videos on dating? Do you want videos on, you know, fitness, wellness, healthy eating, things like that? I'm a big proponent of keto. I think that helps a lot for, you know, mental stability. So tell me what you want once this goes up as a video. You want a video about how to make a perfect cup of coffee? Because that's pretty much all I ever focus on. YouTube and coffee. All right. So let's see here. Tim Francis, my ex and I have been in no contact. Where did your comment go? For 8 years. You've been in no contact. My ex and I have been in no contact with for 8 years. All right, so wait, you've been with your ex for 8 years, or you've been in no contact for... I'm going to assume you've been with your ex for 8 years. And has been dropping breadcrumbs since I saw her through mutual friends. Cool. I mean, either way, no matter what that was supposed to be, if your ex is dropping breadcrumbs, that's great, but you want your ex to come back to you and talk to you through a direct message. Breadcrumbs are great, but we want direct texting. Ronnie, thank you for the $2, man. Hope you're doing well. Mia says, X reached out after 6 months of no contact. I'm going to read that again for everybody in the audience. X reached out after 6 months of no contact. I said it would be good to see him for a drink. He said, of course. Let me know when you're back in town, currently overseas. Said mid-June. What do you do now? Well, he left the ball in your court, right? So this is one of those instances where you got to reach out to him. Because he left the ball in your court. He said, let me know when you are back in town. So it's mid-June now, right? Almost late June. So let him know. Alrighty. Lily of the Valley. I ignored his text at the beginning of no contact. It's been 2 months. His birthday is on Sunday. What should I do? You shouldn't. This is why I say don't ignore people. Ignoring is not the way to go. That's one of the things that the other, coaches say to do, to ignore, especially, what's her name? Lucia. Yeah, don't do that. Don't ignore people. I think in that situation, it's okay to send a nice message. Hey, happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. Keep in touch, right? Just reopen communication. I wouldn't use that to set a date. Your ex probably didn't feel so great about being ignored. So I think in that specific scenario, it's okay to send a birthday message, right? You're not asking to go out. You're not asking to see him. You're just opening up communication. Okay, yeah. So if I wasn't clear, guys, don't ignore your ex. Don't ignore them unless they were abusive, unless they're trying to manipulate or control you, or unless contact with them is destroying your mental health. If those are the situations, then that's fine. Just take a step back, right? Then you can ignore them. If your ex is just like checking in on you, hey, how are you doing? I see no problem for a message. That seems totally fine to me. They're the ones that broke contact and came to you. You can respond. Alrighty. Lena, Rory, what to do if he keeps getting back with his rebound? I didn't hear from him. So, I mean, Lena, you already know that if your ex is getting back and forth with a rebound, there's nothing you can do. You wash your hands of it for right now. Your ex cannot be with a rebound and trying to get you back. That's a question based on what can I do to change him? You need to be asking questions, what can I do to change myself? Okay, Ronnie, thank you for the $10 donation, man. My ex reached out, we talked a little, then she said she is depressed, but doesn't want to talk to me about it. I found out recently that she is still with her ex. What does that mean? It basically means she wants your attention, right? I'm depressed, but I don't want to talk about it. Feel bad for me. So basically what she's saying is, hey, feel bad for me, come validate me. Oh, but by the way, I broke up with you for my ex and I'm still with him. So yeah, no, I wouldn't bite the bullet. Say, hey, feel better. I actually got to get off the phone. Take care. Hope all's well. Give me a call if things don't work out. You're just being honest, right? You don't want to be in a situation where your ex is dating somebody else. Andy, thank you for the 10 euros. Late to the stream. Hope you're feeling better. I am. I'm still here to support your channel because I never have a question for you now. I'm glad that you're to that point. You don't have to donate every time you pop by, man. But thank you. All the money is going to charity, guys. This month we are still doing the ASPCA, Charity for Animals. 100% of the profits that I make from this goes to animals, including the ad revenue from YouTube. So if you guys are donating or if you're watching, it's all going to animals this month. Last month we did the Wounded Warrior Project. Okay, let's see. Let's get some more questions after a nice sip of coffee. Black. French roast, for those who were wondering. Sora Lorewalker. Hey, Rory, I've been in 2 months of no contact, and suddenly my ex stopped posting stuff about feeling free and started posting stuff about feeling depressed. I know it shouldn't be mind reading. Any opinions? My opinion is that you know that you shouldn't be mind reading and are asking me to mind read. I'll give you a guess if you promise to take it only as a guess. My guess is that your ex was feeling free at first, and now your ex is feeling less free and more sad. So, whatever the case may be, let your ex come to you, right? Sad posts on Facebook aren't going to cut it. You want direct contact to you. Mike. How's it going, Mike? Rory, hope all is well. Was in no contact for 3 weeks, and ex wished me a happy birthday, happy Father's Day. Is this considered an indirect, direct message? Had a quick text talk and asked to get together when free. No, it's not indirect because there is... I understand this, kind of the idea of what you're asking. To answer your question this way, you did what you were supposed to do. So now we just... The ball's in your ex's court. You give it some time. Flora says, you helped me through the breakup. Thank you. I didn't know it will get sent to charity. You're a good person. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I make money from coaching, right? I keep my prices low on purpose. I'm not going to charge $400. I'm not going to charge $1,000. That's not why I do this, right? I do this to help others because it's what I've devoted my life to, both in and out of school. And yeah, if I can pay my bills and feed my dog and buy coffee, I'm happy, right? I don't need a 10 houses. So the money that I make, I'm a huge believer in charity. I'm a huge proponent of giving back. So the platform you guys grant me, it all goes back to charity. So, and let's reset this. Bloop. There we go. Cool. All right. So let's get to some more questions here. Ray. Hi, Ray. How are you? 5 months, no contact. He called, asked me to meet up because he wanted to say bye. Long distance relationship. He's on a bus trip. He apologized, kissed, hugged, and fell asleep. But I left while he was asleep because he has a girlfriend. Good on you, girl. Good on you for getting out of that situation. He should not have kissed you while he had a girlfriend, because that is cheating. Yeah, read him his rights. And tell him, look, dude, I'd love to be with you, but you can't have a girlfriend. Situations like that happen all the time, guys. Somebody once asked why I don't like doing success stories, and I guess the real reason is success stories will only help give you false hope or false doom, right? It will help you either feel really good about your situation falsely or really bad about your situation falsely. But so many of you ask, but I want to know that there's a chance. And rather than me writing up some bullcrap story about this one time a guy got back with his ex, why don't you just come to the live streams, see from real live people, watching just like you are from their computer, from their phone, their tablet, whatever, typing in real time, oh, hey, this person met up with their ex. Hey, this person kissed their ex. Hey, this person's reconciling with their ex. It's real. It happens all the time. And I make a big stink about it on every live stream because I want people to see it actually does happen, right? We make situations so much more painful than they actually are. And my job is to help, and you know, the dating guy's really good at this too. At the end of every one of his videos, what does he say? He says, just relax, you're gonna be fine. And he's right, because everybody's gonna be fine. It's okay, it's all gonna be fine. So, I actually do a pretty good dating guy impression, but I'm not gonna do it here. Alright, Elaine says, hello Rory, one reason my ex ended was he wanted me to be happy. He didn't feel like he was making me happy. If I look on social media, won't this just confirm he made the right choice and won't return? I highly doubt that it has anything to do with him wanting you to be happy. It's more to do with him wanting himself to be happy. You know what I mean? Junie, thank you for the 2001. Appreciate it. So I think that it is important to realize that your ex was probably doing something self-serving. Think about what he said here. It's easy to do an impression of yourself. Guys, I swear I'm not the dating guy. He's his own person. So, if your ex is saying, I need to break up with you because you're not happy, doesn't really make much sense, does it? I need to break up with you because I'm making you not happy. You're so unhappy. Look at how unhappy you are. If I break up with you, you'll be happy again. Right. So, Big Virgil says, I have no problem. I have no women problems. Why am I here? I guess you're here for the coffee and the mellifluous voice that you're hearing currently. I'm just kidding, man. I don't know why you're here. Hidemi says, do you think an avoidant ex will come back? It's a hard question to ask. A hard question to answer, rather. Avoidance is on a scale, right? If we consider attachment style, that means it's part of the brain, right? Because it's how we learn to love. And the basic idea of attachment style, just like autism, right? Just like narcissism, is it all exists along a spectrum. I can be a little avoidant, or I can be full-blown, completely avoidant. I can be a little anxious, or I can be horrified whenever I hear the door open. So it all exists along a spectrum. If my ex is completely 100% avoidant, what does avoidance really mean? It means I am so anxious about a situation. I am so anxious that I will be hurt from a situation that I just avoid it. You know what? I'm not even diving in. Nope, no thank you. That does not mean I don't crave it. So I think we get this idea that people who are avoidant don't want relationships, but that doesn't make sense, right? Because then why did they get into a relationship in the first place if all they do is avoid everything? It doesn't mean that they avoid, right? Attachment style is unusual to talk about because you hear the word avoidant and you think, oh, avoiding, right? Duh. What avoidance means is that I will avoid situations that I fear will hurt me, right? Attachment, if I am avoidantly attached, then that means I'm trying to think of the most graceful way to say this so it makes sense. I am afraid of relationships, but I crave one. I fear closeness because I fear being put in a situation where I lose my freedom, where I feel trapped and smothered. They avoid that. So when a relationship kind of goes down that path, they're out. They get out. Thank you, Virgil. I appreciate it. So that's what avoidance is. It's kind of a hard question to answer, but people say, my ex doesn't want to come back to me. My ex is ignoring all my texts. They must be avoidant because they're avoiding everything, right? It's not quite the case. And I've said this before, it's called attachment style, not detachment style. If my ex broke up with me and they're not answering my phone calls because I'm blowing up their phone 15 times a day, that does not mean they're avoidant. Please do ASMR. I'll consider doing the ASMR. I want to make sure I'm doing it because it's helping people, right? So, if you guys want ASMR, tell me in the comments. Admittedly, I felt a little weird doing ASMR because I'm like sitting here thinking to myself, what do I just crinkle paper and talk? Is that all I do? But I think, the more I research and learn about ASMR, the more I see it like actually really helps people. So, and I'm a fan of helping people, and I'm a fan of charity. So if I can put those two ideas together, great. What are my thoughts about midlife crisis? It is very real. The midlife crisis, the quarter life crisis, very real. And what I would say is so here's how I have come to understand, specifically the quarter life crisis. I haven't had a midlife crisis, but I did have a quarter life one years ago. And basically, the idea is that I perceive everything around me to be better than what I have. And I begin asking myself this question of like, who am I? Right? What do I do? Am I happy with who I am? Am I happy with who I'm with the job that I have? Is this who I thought I would be when I was a little kid, thinking about I want to be a fireman when I grow up? Who am I? That's what a quarter life crisis is. And you begin questioning everything about what you're doing. Does this make me happy? Is this fun? Am I with a partner that makes me happy? Can I get value elsewhere? And so I think just as perception brings us into a quarter life crisis, in other words, we perceive that what we're doing is not enough. It's a perceived unhappiness. Is it an actual unhappiness? It's hard to say, right? Sometimes people make no changes at all. They, kind of tough through it for a couple months and then they feel better for no reason. For other people, no, they have to make big, large changes to their life and then they feel better, but then they don't recognize their self. And so they go through the sort of the uncertainty, relearning who they are. So, I think that that's a big part of it. So yes, to answer the question, quarter life crisis, midlife crisis, these are real things. These are real things. I think a midlife crisis has more to do with the fact that we're getting older and we're beginning to kind of question ourselves. Is what I've done up to this point worthy of living a good life? Am I living a good life? Am I missing out on something? Right? So I think that's kind of the sentiment behind a midlife crisis. Quarter life crisis is a more mild version of that. Midlife's like, oh my god, I need to go buy a sports car right now. I'm 40 and I've been asleep my whole life. It's that. Okay, let's get to a couple more here. Do I have a Snapchat or Instagram? No, I do not. I thought about making a love chat Instagram, but then I'm thinking to myself, like, why? I hate social media. I do. YouTube, if it counts as social media, I guess I have one. But, I question its value, you know? What would I post? Other than, like, motivational quotes and stuff, which there's 1,000 million bazillion of those out there already. So let's get to a couple more questions here. Should I wish him a happy birthday, even if he's probably still in Rebound? No. No, you're in no contact, remember? Hidemi says, his mom invited me for coffee and sent a graduation gift card, but during no contact. Should I take her offer? Yeah, you're just meeting with his mom. Just keep his name out of your mouth. I think that's totally fine. Hello from Belgium. If health issues, her burnout, had part of the cause of the breakup, would you think it's okay to snail mail a Stay Strong card after 6 weeks of no contact? No. And here's why. Because you're not doing it to tell your ex, stay strong. You're doing it because you want to reopen communication. And your ex will get that, right? Your ex will understand he just wants to reconcile. Give it time. Give it space. You want this to be your ex's idea. Let's see. I'm not even sure how an Instagram would even work. This is a great platform as is. Or pics of your dog. I could just make an Instagram for data. He is a good dog. Is it okay to text how's my kid? Is it okay to text my how's my kid is doing? Can you... I need that translated. I'm not really sure what you're asking here. Rosanna said, 5 months after a breakup, I still can't help but think it was my fault. Something is wrong with me. Not good enough. He told me I'm wonderful, but he's just not in love. How can I get over that? Prove it to yourself. Right? Prove it. Are you somebody who historically gets value from relationships? Prove it to yourself, right? Improve the relationship with you. Wake up, look in the mirror, think about what needs addressing, think about what needs changing or fixing. For you, for nobody else, and then fix it. What I can say is that waking up and having a six-pack feels a hell of a lot better than waking up thinking I need to lose 5 pounds. Waking up and going to a job that makes a lot of money where you feel fulfilled is a lot better than waking up thinking, oh god, another day of retail. So, I think that it is important for you to realize that having good relationships with others starts with having good relationships with yourself. I'm a broken record. I'll say this until the day I die. Because this is what it takes to have a good relationship. Oh, Mike says, is it okay to text my ex, how's my kid doing, on days I don't see my kid? I mean, you should text her that because it's your child and you want to know how your child is doing, not necessarily to get your ex back. Right? So when you genuinely want to know how your child is doing, yes, I think that's fine. But if you're doing it just to get your ex back, it's manipulative, and we want to avoid manipulation, right? We want your ex to actually, genuinely want you back. Let's see. Chris says, how do you survive no contact? Just one day at a time, right? Stop using no contact as remember, no contact is for you. It's not for your ex, right? No contact is a tool to get yourself out of this anxiety fog that you've been in. So people say, how do you survive no contact? How do you get through it without contacting your ex? There are practical things you can do, right? Having a list of things that you can do for you that help get yourself past the tougher moments, because we need to treat it as a wave, right? So I think simple things like exercise obviously help, but you want accountability, right? A friend that you can call whenever you think you're about to break no contact. I say this one often. Throw your phone on your bed, go out for a run, take a cold shower, get a cup of coffee, just get away from the phone. No contact and the phone are best friends. Or rather, I suppose I should have said breaking no contact and the phone are best friends. So, if you think you're going to break no contact, throw your phone away, right? Call Verizon and tell them, cancel my phone plan. Can't break no contact without a computer or a phone. Without an internet connection of some sort. Think about that. Breaking no contact via snail mail. It's a classy move, but I don't think anybody here is going to do it. Hey Rory, I'm new here. What about cultural differences? Cultural differences can really impact a relationship. It's so hard to try and thank you for the 10 euros. I'll get to your comment in just a second. The cultural difference, there's just no way to to accurately describe how cultural differences affect relationships because there's so many cultures, right? But they really do affect relationships, especially religious differences or political differences. They do impact the relationship. It is true. Just keep taking care of you, right? One step at a time. That's all you can do. All right, let's see here. After breaking up, my girlfriend stopped wearing the necklace I gifted her when dating. 1 month into no contact, I left her a new necklace and a letter. She's wearing the new necklace now. Does it mean something? Yeah, it probably means your ex loves you and cares about you, but realizes that, you know, she can't be with you. Give it some time. If your ex is wearing that necklace, it means that your ex really does care about you. Went to a psychic, gave me bad news. Should I believe it? No. The psychic is basically you lighting your money on fire. I am a man of science. I do not believe in psychics or tarot card readings or any of that. It doesn't exist. Ex put down videos on Instagram that she was holding a new guy's hand after I saw with fake Instagram ID. You're being a secret detective, my friend. You want to stop that. Did she notice that I saw? I don't know. That's mind reading. If she did, how does she feel? It's all mind reading. I can't answer any of those questions. I don't know. I can't know, right? Kashi, thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate it. Kashif, sorry. Junie, I'd love to answer those questions for you, but there's no, I can't know, right? I'm not in your ex's head. And also, I'd be careful about how much social media stalking you're doing. Steph, you've been in my channel for a while. You know how this works. There's 230 of you here. Keep posting. And guys, I'll say this now, because I feel like I have to say this literally every one of these that I do. If I don't get to your question, just leave it as a comment, and I'll try and get to it, okay? Once this video is closed, it will be posted as a video. So if I don't get to your question live, I will try my very best to get to it offline. If I don't get to your question at all, log on to our Discord. It's free. And have your questions answered there for free. Actually, can somebody from the Discord link a... Yeah, let's do that. Let's have somebody from the Discord leave a link. If you guys can, that'd be great. Discord's free. It's an instant messaging service. It also has voice chat. It's all free. There's like 500 people on there, and they're all ready, willing, and able to help support each other. It's a great place. Also, I'm streaming on Twitch today. You guys should go visit my Twitch. We're not going to be answering love questions on Twitch. It's just going to be video games, but I don't know. Some of you guys like Twitch. Okay, let's see here. Alejandro, hi. I've been in no contact for 4 months, and I feel a lot better. Good for you. I've moved to another state. She extended the lease for 1 year without telling me about it. As long as you are not paying for it, right? Yeah, give me 1 second here, guys. I'm going to give you all a link to the Discord. I'll put 50 uses. If you want a link to the Discord, it's free. I'm on the Discord. A bunch of the community is on the Discord. There we go. And if you want the Twitch link, give me 1 second. I gotta put the HTTPS. There. That's my Twitch. Hooray! Okay, let's get to some more questions. And again, the Twitch is not for answering questions anymore. It's just for video games. But we're doing another live stream on Wednesday. Okie dokie. So, let's get to some more questions here. Keeping an eye out for... Where's Steph? Steph. Here we go. Steph said, ex contacted after 2.5 months, wanted to give me tickets for a festival she couldn't attend, and asked if I can't send some luck. If I can't send some luck if I have any extra. Didn't set a date, didn't keep the convo long. Did I mess up? I'm not really sure what you meant, she said, but I would have asked, do you want to go with me? Oh, she couldn't attend it. Sorry. No, you did fine. I just understand what you meant. Yeah, no, I think you did completely fine. You did completely fine. The Twitch is twitch.tv/HiRory. H-I, and then my name, R-O-R-Y. Hi, Rory. Do short-term relationships matter to an ex? Yeah, they do. In a lot of ways, short-term relationships hurt more. Is Patreon still on Saturday? Yes. For the patrons in the audience, we are doing a private live stream on Saturday. We got a lot of stuff going, man. I'm busy. Okay, let's see. Hi, chocolate peanut butter. Hi, Dan. How are you? Long time no see. Let's see here. Just wanted to know good ways to settle disputes and arguments. This is a good question, so I'm gonna ignore chat for a minute just to answer this question. In order to resolve disagreements and arguments in a relationship, you want there to be patience, and you want to be able to look the other person in the eye while they speak. You want to make sure that they truly feel heard, right? The majority of relationship arguments that happen, or even just friendship arguments that happen, are because the other person walks away from that situation not feeling heard. Your job is to look at them, hold their hand, shut your mouth, right? And hear what they have to say. When they are done speaking, then you speak. Try not to bog it down full of logic and reason as to why they're wrong. Try and just say, okay, I understand you, I hear you. How can we come to a compromise with this? If they don't play ball, they may not be the person for you. That's the most simple way to resolve an argument. Like adults. Adults talk it out. Adults don't scream. Adults don't yell. Adults don't hit. Children do. Okay, let's get to some more. Ang the Avatar. Oh, cool, we have the Avatar in the audience. What's going on? Reasons for X to hide her rebound on social media. I mean, exactly why you think it does, right? Doesn't want you to know. Lisa, thank you for the $2 donation. Let me see what you say here. You did that through Streamlabs. Hi, my ex recently reached out to me after 6 months of no contact. Here's another one, guys. See, my ex reached out to me after 6 months of no contact. We'd been together for years on and off before he ran. We saw each other and had a beautiful time. How do I proceed? He runs if I chase. He hasn't texted me since I saw him Saturday. You let him come to you. He broke up with you, didn't talk to you for half a year, he comes to you 100% of the time. 100% of the time. You do zero chasing. If he broke up with you, he can come back to you. Simple as that. Thoughts on dating a coworker? I'm a proponent of don't shit where you eat, because it almost always blows up. Go slow. And just go slow. That's all you can do. Go slow. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So let's get to another one here. Hey, Rory, are even the messiest situations and breakups salvageable? Yes. But I think I want to add a caveat to that, or rather an addendum. The most messy situations are salvageable. However, not every situation should be salvaged. Thank you, Domestic. I appreciate it. Zach says, hey, Rory, is it okay if I go to a coffee shop and buy coffee every day now? I have an addiction on my hands. I mean, hey, right? There are worse things to be addicted to. Oh, hey, Data's making an appearance. Can you guys hear that? Damn, Katara's in a rebound with Zuko again. True that. Okay, let's get to some more here. Rory, Pulse here. Last Friday, X stopped by at work and had a lighthearted chat for 10 minutes. At the end of the day, told her, hey, hit me up so we can grab a coffee. She replied, I'll text you. I now chill and wait? Yep. Exactly. Rory, how has the love chat changed your life? That's a good question. Yeah, alright, story time. When I started the love chat, I did it completely for free, right? I did not have any intention of ever making money from the love chat. I did it for free. It started on forums where I would just go and answer people's questions. I've done behavior analysis for a while, so that was, you know, my 9-to-5 job. And yeah, that's a really, I've never been asked that question before. It has opened up freedom for me. It allows me to create content for you guys, knowing that we're beating some of the other channels. So the point isn't so much to beat the other channels. It is to make sure that the non-manipulative, healthy advice gets to you guys before the other channels, which you guys have been helping me do. Lisa, you sent money twice, so I'm going to refund one of those. And it helps that I have a platform to tell you guys. the information that's less, not less, pardon, that is not manipulative. It's about me getting this information to you guys. In the meantime, it's made my life much busier in other areas, right? Because it stems off. It's now working upwards of 60, 70 hours a week, doing the content creation, doing Patreon, doing the actual coaching, answering emails, live streams, an hour a week. And then that split off again into doing Twitch, which is like, I want to be able to have fun and live a life too, So, good question. Yeah, the love chat changed a lot, but we're good. I'm glad that I did it, and I'm glad I get to talk to you guys. And for, the first, 6 months of the love chat, I don't think I charged anything. It just completely overtook my life, though, because I know you guys don't really have scope, because you log on to the live chat, and only about 200 to 400 people show up. But there are tens of thousands of you, and it is, I know it's hard to have that kind of scope when you just, again, when you show up to the live chat and you see this, but, the amount of people who email me or who do coaching or this or that, it overruns your life sometimes. So it's all about, like anything, it's all about finding a balance. So let's get to some more questions. Let's see, who haven't I gotten to yet? Rosanna says, thanks for the previous answer. I have a disability, visually impaired, and it keeps me from living my best life. I keep thinking that's the reason my ex rejected me. Worried it will repeat. If that's the story you tell yourself, but it sounds like your ex didn't give you any indication. Right? Your ex didn't give you any indication that was the case. Vinu says, hey Rory, my girlfriend had one-sided love with her friend during her childhood. She met with him recently. After 2 years of a relationship with me, she tells me that she has feelings for him. What do I do? Nothing. Nothing, right? What can you do? If you get in the way, she'll cling even tighter to the other person. What can you do is you focus on you right now. There's nothing you can do to change that. Give it time. Let the fantasy fail. Lily says, hey Rory, had a session with you a few weeks ago. The fearful ex who broke up out of the blue. Therapist suggested he is an introvert narcissist. Any insider advice? I think it is inappropriate for a therapist to call anybody anything if they have not had a meeting with this person and made sure that they meet the criteria to say that. So I think that your therapist did you a disservice by trying to diagnose somebody your therapist has never met with. That's my thoughts. I'm very clear. We don't diagnose exes here. It's not our job, right? Our job is to focus on us. Let's see. Wanowski says, hey Rory, my birthday is in a few weeks, and my ex's is a week after mine. I know that she'll contact me to wish me a happy birthday. What should I do? Yeah, you can reciprocate a happy birthday. I think that's fine. I had the same situation. So, yeah, I think that's totally fine. If your ex reaches out and says happy birthday, you could say, hey, I thank you very much. A week later, happy birthday. And it's all good. It's just happy birthday, right? It's not make or break. It's just a happy birthday. Gabe, thank you for the $10 donation. Fight the good fight, everyone. Gabe is right. Fight the good fight. When you were making this channel, what challenges did you face giving advice, coaching, etc.? I think that talking to as many people... Now remember, I did speak with people in this capacity at my previous job, doing behavioral analysis, but it wasn't just relationship behaviors. It was also economic behaviors. It was also autism. It was also criminology. What's the link to the Discord? Here's the link to the Discord. So I think diving deeper into relationship behaviors and, talking about situations, you learn, again, it all gives you perspective that you didn't have before, right? So I learned how messed up some of these situations are and how much abuse somebody's willing to put up with before, not even before they break up with somebody, but before a situation is just ripped away from them, right? Here is the Twitch. So some of you guys, I'm not saying you guys specifically, but some situations that I have coached or heard of, they will turn to some really weird things to, I shouldn't say weird, that's judgmental rather, really interesting things to get an ex back. I mean, they'll talk to like witch doctors and tarot card readers, and it's kind of like, wow. So love isn't love, huh? Love's an addiction. Think of it that way. I mean, I'll say that again. For a lot of people, not everybody, for a lot of people that I've spoken to, love isn't about love. It's about an addiction, which is unfortunate because love is one of the best things we can ever have in life. But if we need love, not want it, we need it, it rules you. You never want to need something, you just want to have it be healthy. So I think that was the biggest shocker when I really started talking to thousands of people rather than just, 10 or 15 a month. So I guess it's all about having a good, healthy relationship, guys. And that's up to all of us, right? We get to decide if we have a good relationship. It's up to us. So, any important tips on dating a way younger guy? I'm 34, he's 21. Expect him to go through the growing pains of the 20s, just like you did. Expect him at some point to possibly want freedom. And if you truly love something, let it go. See if it comes back. All right? There's wisdom to that. Okay, so we just hit the hour, so I'm going to drop the stream here. I will be answering questions if I did not get to your question. And Data makes a guest appearance. If I did not answer your question, this video will go up as a post. Like as a regular video, not a live stream. Leave your comments there. I'll get to your comments, okay? I will be streaming on Twitch in 2 hours. My Twitch is twitch.tv/HiRory. So I hope you guys can show up. We're going to have some fun. We're going to play some games. And I will see everybody next time.